welcome to Outpost TV, your source for all things social media. I'm Caitlin Newman.
And I'm Sarah Harlan. This week in our What's Trending segment, we will discuss the best social media campaign of 2014, Instagram introducing a feature allowing users to edit posts, and Facebook and Google launching donation campaigns to help fight Ebola.
Burger King's Motel King by Colenso BBDO was awarded the #1 social media campaign of the year by Mashable's The Mashies' second annual award program for the best use of multiple social media platforms in a single campaign to promote engagement, awareness, and community for a brand.
According to Mashable, the campaign launched to promote the fast food chain's new menu item called the Chicken Tender Crisp Burger. So they had to convince customers to cheat on the Beef Whopper. So BBDO created a Burger King motel, complete with Burger King branded towels and robes. Consumers could check into the hotel via social media and were encouraged to use the hashtag MotelBK during their stay. The campaign went viral across all social media platforms and was driven by user-generated content, which equaled major success for Burger King.
Exactly. And on to our next topic, since talking about Burger King is making me hungry. Instagram has finally added a feature to allow users to edit captions after they've been posted. We all know the feeling of stressing to get the filter just right, and then trying to think of the perfect catchy caption to garner as many likes as possible, only to see that we've misspelled something just as soon as the photo's posted.
It's heartbreaking, honestly. And according to PRDaily.com, a blog post on Instagram's website that this had been one of their top requests from the community, and they were excited to finally bring it to you today. You'll find a new edit option in the menu beneath your image, and then you just tap it to edit your caption.
Instagram also updated the Explore section of their site. This feature allows users to find interesting accounts to follow, and now there's not only a photos option, but there's also a tab for people, and it lists the accounts that you may find interesting instead of just having to click through the individual pictures and go to the accounts yourself.
That's awesome. And speaking of adding new features, Google and Facebook both recently added a donation feature to help raise money for organizations fighting Ebola all over the world by asking users to donate using a tab on their homepage.
Google kicked off the donation period by donating $10 million and then launched a giving campaign, and for every dollar donated by one of their users, Google then matched contributions with $2. According to VentureBeat.com, after only 3 days, Google completed its campaign by raising $7.5 million for organizations like the U.S. Fund for UNICEF, Partners in Health, and Save the Children. These organizations struggle because of the limited infrastructure in the affected countries, and there are currently 13,000 cases of Ebola worldwide.
That's awesome that Google donated. And CEO of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, donated $25 million as an individual to the Centers for Disease Control Foundation and created a newsfeed drive for donations from users. And when a Facebook user stated it was all a marketing stunt in a comment about the new donation feature, Zuckerberg fired back with the facts about how he had donated in Facebook's initiative to bring internet connectivity to the affected regions.
Yep, and it's really unusual to see a CEO respond to a negative comment, but he handled himself well. And speaking of CEOs, let's talk about how some of them are using social media.
Well, sadly, 70% of Fortune 500 CEOs weren't using social media in 2013, according to Mashable.com. And those that are using it aren't that active, or they have a large percentage of fake followers. For example, Mark Zuckerberg has 30% of his Twitter followers are fake on Twitter. And however, more top executives are beginning to come around though.
Forbes sat down with Weber Shandwick CEO Andy Polanski to ask why social media is important for CEOs, and he brought up some interesting points. For one, it gives the CEO a chance to be authentic and humanized, but it also gives them a chance to listen to their employees in a more casual way. According to Polanski, global executives project a 50% growth rate in CEOs' use of social media in the next 5 years. But what about the CEOs who are already doing a good job on social media?
Well, it's kind of random, but according to the Hootsuite blog, Doug Conant, former CEO of Campbell's Soup, is great at social media. He creates an authentic personality through his multiple social media channels and interacts on a daily basis by thanking people for retweeting him, and he even participates in #FollowFriday sometimes.
And he doesn't necessarily have an impressive number of followers, but because his followers believe it's genuinely him communicating with them, it makes him incredibly likable, which is what CEOs should strive for when joining social media platforms. It should be an additional way to get their message out to employees and be available, but it shouldn't be the only way to reach them.
I agree. And well, that's all we have for you today, but thanks again for watching. If you would like to get involved with the Outpost social media lab, tweet us at @TTU_Outpost. I'm Sarah Harlan.
And I'm Caitlin Newman. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. We'll see you next time.
Outpost TV is produced in the Outpost in the College of Media and Communication at Texas Tech University.